And
Hello,
hi.
and welcome.
You're never gonna start this podcast right, ever.
Welcome to IMMB My Business Podcast with Auntie E.
And Auntie K.
We can never get our lives together when it comes to starting this podcast. It's like 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? Yes. Record. And then one of us says something.
I'm like, wait, are we recording yet? You're like, bitch, yes.
We're here.
Anyway, we're here. Hi. How are you?
Hello. We have missed y'all.
We really have.
We've been away. Before we begin, Auntie K is going to give us a little bit of seaweed chip ASMR.
Because I was eating them before we started. I was like, I want to, okay, here. Oh, shh.
Oh, it's not doing no ASMR sounds. Maybe hold up your little dude. Why isn't it doing it? It's not doing it. I don't know what's happening.
I love seaweed chips.
Earlier, I couldn't eat. That crunch was like, and now when we want to record it, there's none, no sound.
I was like, are my chips bothering you?
No, it was beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, we were. Thank you guys for letting me indulge.
We've been gone for a few, we had to take a little hiatus. Things were happening.
I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna apologize for it either.
No,
fuck you guys. But I love you. But fuck you. I needed to get my life together.
We needed the time off. Things were happening. Things needed to be processed and worked through, and shit happens, But here we are. Yeah. We're back.
And I'm back and I'm better.
Absolutely. So ready.
Yeah.
Film. Record.
Record and film, because we're going to post this on our YouTube channel.
Yes, we are going to make a YouTube channel. We're so excited. We're going to post our podcast as we normally do, and also post it on YouTube. Something we should probably discuss, Auntie K. Maybe we should make like an Instagram. We're so professional.
I don't, man. Honestly, in recent business endeavors, excuse me, I have to turn on business, Kristen, really quick. In recent business endeavors, I have noticed that Instagram pisses me the fuck off.
Dang, okay.
For one, there's constantly hella imposters on one of my accounts. If you know, you know. And it's like I literally have to pull teeth to like report the spam accounts that people are creating of my other business accounts. And it's annoying. And I don't know. We'll discuss. I'm anti-business. Kristen is anti-Instagram right now just because she's salty with recent endeavors.
That happens to everyone though. Like everyone who has a following on any social media platform, there's always going to be people who impersonate them. It happens to everyone who has a social media following. Unfortunately, it's the way of the world.
Yeah. I mean, it gets to be a lot though. I'm just like, first of all, who the fuck has the time? Like, thank you. Like, I'm very flattered that like you chose me. Like, thank you so much. However, like 3-4 accounts a day, like you don't get tired. Like, anyway, that's crazy, man.
I couldn't do it. I don't have energy.
I couldn't either. Man. It takes a lot for like me not to like go and kick somebody in the fucking throat. And it's because I'm growing. I am a growing person and I'm getting old and my legs can't get as high as people's throats any longer. So like
maybe you should do some yoga,
Oh, we didn't talk about this pre-podcast, but I fucking started rollerblading.
Yeah, you did.
Me and the concrete and the grass have a personal relationship now, and pretty soon they're gonna have to start buying me dinner. Like, I can't keep giving them all of this goodness of me without dinner. It was honestly eye-opening experience. And it even like prompted like some like really like deep self-help shadow work prompts for me, because it's like we get so accustomed to standing on our own 2 feet, and then even when we ask for assistance, we're still afraid to fall.
Mm.
Like, I still have on this protective gear, I have on this helmet, I have on all of this stuff, and the fear of me busting my ass is allowing me to not fully have fun with this experience. And then like once I was like, oh bitch, like I would fall and I would have like the greatest fucking laughs ever, because like my aunt was like, oh, you fall so dramatically, because legit like yeah,
I
like
can just
I'm getting it.
imagine you falling and like legs
Like
everywhere.
like I'm like fucking it up, like you can't catch me, I'm a bad bitch, right? And then literally like I'll feel like myself falling and I'll just literally stop and fall straight the fuck over like a tree, like straight over. Or I'll be like, oh no, I'm falling. And she's like, girl, like I literally am just, I let you go to see how long it's gonna take you to get to the ground. She was like, you literally slow down time in that in those moments. But falling and getting back up and struggling to get back up and being fucking pissed off, legs burning, like it's a full body workout. And like I was so frustrated to some points, but I was like, I'm gonna look crazy if I'm this angry trying to take off these fucking roller skates, because not for anything, I like like a fourth we tried, and I was like, I look fucking crazy. But like when I got done with my first session and I got home and I was like, fuck this shit, man. I spent all this money on these skates. And then like I was like, nah, bro, like this is fucking life. And like I had this whole ass aha moment, like it clicked for me. And like I just started like crying. And I was just like, I got knocked down, but I still got up.
Such a beautiful moment though.
It was like it was so euphoric, and that's why I'm like, oh bitch, y'all wait. Like, and now I'm at the point of my skating, reacquainting myself with my skates, that I like going fast, but a bitch still can't stop. So most of my crashes for like the last like day and a half, 2 days are simply because a bitch does not know how to stop. And I'll either like run into the fence or just run my ass into the grass and fall over because I can't stop. Turnarounds, don't know how. We'll figure it out one day.
It's so funny that you when you told us that you had bought rollerblades, because I've been thinking about not rollerblades, skates. I've been thinking about it. And like I've wanted to learn, because I don't know how to. I'm not good at skating. I tried when I was a kid, and I'd be like, busting my ass. It didn't work. But it's something that it just seems like a good time. You know, you're out there. You're not running. You're not walking. You're gliding, and it's just you know. Something I want.
If you want to do it just for the pure enjoyment,
yeah,
I would do the roller skates. Like the roller blades are like more, I got them for exercise purposes. Yeah. So it's more of like full body, like, bitch, I can barely go a quarter of a mile and I'm like done. And my core is burning, my thighs are burning. But like the actual like the skates, like I want to get a pair of those too, because like that's the thing. Like I can skate. Like I remember skating my dick off, right? Like when I was younger. Yeah. But like rollerblading, I never did that.
Neither did I.
We're gonna start a fucking roller derby.
I've wanted to do that for years. You imagine my fucking 4'10" ass out there beating bitch.
Damn. These bitches never stood a chance.
They really don't. They really don't.
Never.
I need to learn how to skate, and then like, yeah, I would love to. It's something I
do it.
I just need to get some skates and all that.
Uncle stuff. Joe, like, you know, Uncle Joe got us with the stemming. The memes are killing me. I giggle at them every time. But there's always
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe got us with the STEMI. There is a picture of this man in a do-rag with like a Newport sweatsuit. Like, what up, Uncle Joe? I was like, oh my God. But like, okay, all jokes aside, I'm like, me personally, I'm using my STEMI. I'm saving some of it because like I'm about to go on some trips. Stay tuned. And the rest, I literally bought a whole bunch of fucking edibles with. Like my splurge part, like look at this bag because we're gonna post this video on YouTube, right? Like,
damn.
Wait,
but what'd you do last night?
Last night I ate a whole one of these hoes. I was fucking
you should show them really quick like how much you usually eat is like.
So how much I usually eat, sorry if you're just listening, you gotta come over to our YouTube channel. So like this is how much I usually eat. You would say, yeah, like
maybe a little more,
maybe a little bit more. Yeah, so maybe like this much I would normally eat.
Yeah, like a
square
inch and a half.
Yeah,
like a little ball of it, just a little chunk.
No.
And these things are like, might as well.
No. I got work to do. Like
things are like a few inches long, right? Like 4 inches by like 2 inches, something like that.
But I'll do like a square inch of it. Like one of those hoes will last me for like 2 weeks. And I'll do a square inch and I'll be good. Like I'll be thriving. Like y'all see me.
Yeah.
It's like a good ass thrive. But yesterday I was like, shit, thank you, Uncle Joe. I ate a whole one. I woke up, I'm pretty sure I'm still high. Like, I'm pretty sure. But all jokes aside, when it comes to the stimulus check, they're not really giving it to us for us to save. They want us to spend it to stimulate the government, to stimulate corporations, to stimulate the economy.
Capitalism.
However, whisper that again.
Capitalism.
Don't do that. If you do want to spend it on these small businesses.
Yes.
Don't go fucking spend your check on some shit you didn't need. If this $1,400 was going to make or break you, you were already doomed.
Absolutely. I bought a desk.
You were already doomed. You bought a desk.
I bought a desk. I bought a desk
investment,
chair. And I also got a yoga ball.
Investment.
Those seats, you know, because I always see Shy on hers and I love it. And I got one. I'm so excited.
I'm nervous because I feel like I wouldn't work if I had it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe I don't know. I have ADHD though, and like I move around a lot. I have a hard time sitting still. So sometimes, like even if I sit in a desk chair, I have to have like I made sure to get a desk chair that rocks because I need to be able to like rock back and forth. I have to have that movement. So for me, like it's perfect. I know that I'll still be able to do what I'm going to do because I'm going to be moving either way. So I'm very excited. And I'm also going to learn how to incorporate that into my yoga practice. I've never used a yoga ball for yoga or anything.
I honestly, like, here's the thing. Like, we always see them. I always see people on them, but like, I never see anybody use it except for to like sit on or bounce on.
I've seen people do like crunch type things or like push-ups or planks. Pregnant women use them. I don't know why, but I know pregnant women use them. It's like a birthing ball is what they're called.
A birthing ball?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it helps like shift everything. So, maybe what I imagine is they're sitting and squatting and it helps like the pelvis shift so that the baby can like turn and nestle its head where it needs to. It's all, you know, baby things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going off on some tangents here today.
I'm okay with that. Like a long time no see.
Out
what
your
up,
knitting
bitch?
needles?
You know, I was like, yeah, we ain't talked in a minute. I was like, let me get my knitted shit. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
I told y'all literally like it's like two old ladies. Like that's how we literally do this podcast. I just got up and got my knitting needle because I'm like, oh, for real?
This where
For
we're at
real.
right now? Okay.
This is where we're at right now.
Absolutely.
But this is my thing, right? Back to the stimulus.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand. Where's the rest of the money?
Right.
Don't say it too loud because you know my agents be watching me extra hard. But like, where the fuck is the rest of the money? Where is the rest? Where is the rest of the money? Because you're not about to fucking tell me that you know what? We're not gonna do this. I'm a changed woman. This new moon in Pisces changed me. I'm a changed woman. We're not gonna do this.
So what did you do for this new moon? I did not work with the new moon this time around. Like I told you earlier, for no real reason. I thought about it. I was like, I should at least give an offering, at the very least.
I feel like when that happens, it's legit like that is God, like your spirit guide's like, yo, you good?
Yeah.
Like when you're like, should I? Nah. Like I feel like we shouldn't work with every moon, honestly.
That too.
Like if we're being honest, what did I do for the new moon though? Bitch, y'all know I'm working through my let's get vulnerable. Because vulnerability is sexy.
Vulnerable.
It's sexy, right? I'm working with the ability to not always be in fucking control. And that's something. I have an air trinity, an Aquarius sun, Libra moon, Gemini rising. And I always have this need or want to be in control. So with the new moon, one moment, please. Full drink ASMR. With the new moon, I really, excuse me. Oh my God. I'm so sorry if you're listening to me. I probably sound like a crazy, but I am though. I really focused on what it meant to be fresh and begin new, and what it is that I'm holding on to, that I have this need to want to be in control all the time.
It's hard to even realize what it is that makes you want to be in control of situations at all times. Just getting to the root of that, it's a very difficult thing to work through. I also have control issues. I have been working through them for years. I've told you before, like my whole self-love shadow work journey began years ago before I even knew what any of that stuff was. I was just like, I knew I wanted to be a better person overall. So I started, changing things about myself, working on things I didn't like. Not necessarily like physical things or characteristics, but like things that I just didn't, my mindsets that I had, that I knew they were antiquated and given to me by family members. They were thrust upon me, literally. They weren't mine. I had to change them, and it's taken years, and learning to relinquish that control is such a difficult thing to do.
That's big high priestess energy. That's big high priestess energy. And I'm just saying, without even knowing. However, this may be the statement an enabler would make to somebody that is confessing to an addiction of some sort. But I like when you're in control. I like it. I mean, I don't know if that's an enabling statement, but like, shit, girl, take control. I know it's going to get done, and I know it's going to get done the way that I like it.
Yeah, man.
Like when you're like, and like, okay, we're addicted. I don't care what anybody says. We're addicted to Among Us. We took a break from Among Us too.
We did.
But like, it's just not the same if Evie's not in control. I'm like, I don't want to play. Who has the power?
Sometimes I do.
Play.
That's the one point where my control issues come out. I'm like, no, I have to be in charge here. The settings have to be just so. You're taking too long to start. Like,
I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with that. But sorry for that enabling statement, except it's the truth.
I've tried to
except it's the truth.
But it just doesn't work.
You tried to what?
Hard.
What?
I tried to like not be so, I don't know if I'm like domineering is the word I'm looking for, but just so controlling in that situation and having to be like, okay, the settings have to be exactly like this or like I'm not going to be happy. Like why do I feel this way? I've tried to release that. And I think I've made some progress. People have said, "Oh, can we change the settings?" And I'm like, yes.
You want to know what I think it is? My mom's gonna kill me. I don't care though. I think it's because my mom always had control of the situations. So like it's like I strive to be like my mom. I want to be like her. And like for me, it was her, like I admire, one of the things I admire most about her is her ability to control the situation no matter what the projected outcome is. Like she can control the situation into changing it for her best, like for the best outcome for her. And I feel like that's where it stems from, like, but not for me wanting to be like her in the sense of having control to change it, but I want to be in control because I never really had the control.
Yes.
And I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Absolutely. That's the thing. That's also a difficult thing to work through.
Yeah. Like, man. All right, that's enough for vulnerability section. Yeah. Y'all don't
Thank
get that
you.
much.
Thank
Shit.
you
Thank you
for
for coming to our
coming to our
TED Talks.
vulnerability TikTok.
Man, are you going to be doing any planting?
Like with live plants that have to grow in the soil and with roots?
Yes, with roots, seeds, maybe even you can like compost grow. I think that's what it's called. Like when you take like
The dead thing.
old, like, well, not the dead things, but like, like the whites of the green onions and make like 80 million new green onions.
Ooh.
It's like basically like starting a new plant from an already made plant.
Propagation.
Propagation. There you go. See?
I don't have that much of a green thumb. I've killed aloe.
What?
Yes.
That's literally like almost impossible.
It is. I've done it more than once.
Interesting. Interesting.
But I think so. Here's the thing. I know I'm not great with plants, but
Uh-huh.
I really think it was my mindset, manifestation and all that. And I always said like, oh, I'm gonna kill this thing. I'm just gonna kill it. And it was always like I would say it, I would make it reality. I think that's what was happening. And so I'm gonna try again with plants. I'm not gonna garden, but I'll buy like one plant.
Man, I like being a plant mom. I wake up and I talk to my plants because they're my guys. They watched me when I was sleeping. Cece came, Calvin's brother. Did we talk about this yet? You want to see Calvin and how good he's doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so Calvin is her money tree.
I'm not going to show you yet, so you won't holler. Tell them about Calvin and why I have
Calvin,
now sisters
so
and brothers of
she
Calvin.
was gifted for her birthday last month by a friend a money tree. I didn't know this was an actual type of tree, an actual plant. It is. And her plant originally got lost in transit. So her friend was like, oh, I'm just gonna send you another one. So she did. That one also got lost in transit.
Because of the snowstorm,
Yeah.
like fucking Texas in this damn snowstorm. Like, oh, bitch.
So Calvin arrived to her about a month later after it was initially sent. He was not doing well. His leaves were at the bottom. He was real droopy and sad. He was
He
real
was brown.
dry. He was it was not good for Calvin. However, she fed him moon water and love.
And I talked to him
Yes.
and I nurtured him. And then, like, sometimes he still gets jealous of his siblings because they're so flourishing. And I'm like, you can't compare. You're my firstborn. And I
Absolutely.
had to tell him, he's always like, but what about Cece? Like, look at her. She's flourishing. And I'm like, Calvin, you are the firstborn. Take their example and keep growing and keep doing you, baby. Like, you're the only one that's getting moon water out here. They're getting this regular ass purified hill country fair drinking water. If you know, you know. Like, you're getting moon water, my guy. Like, don't even worry about that.
He's getting all the love, all the special care. He needs it though.
So
He was
he needs
traumatized.
it. He was literally no sun, no water for an entire month.
He's a
Remember
little,
what he looked like a few
yeah,
weeks ago?
yeah. Let's see,
Look at
Calvin.
Calvin.
Oh my gosh!
Look at
Look at all those
Calvin. Look,
the new leaves.
it's been like 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks,
Yeah,
right?
he looks
So
so
this
good.
is one of his, right? Like, he's flourishing as
He
fuck.
is.
And then, so this is one of his siblings that arrived. I gave one to my aunt, and then this one I think I'm gonna send to somebody. I haven't decided yet. This is Cece.
We love Cece.
We love
We love
her.
Calvin too. They're just beautiful
But
plants.
Calvin was like missing from the light for a month. And
Yeah.
he's already almost as big as, like, remember how he had like
He
4
was
fucking leaves
so
left?
scrawny. He had like 2 leaves.
Like,
They
I
were
love
like
you, baby boy.
brown.
They were brown and like, bitch, I'm tired. I was like, Calvin, Calvin, baby. But yeah, I'm gonna do my herb garden
Oh,
again.
nice. Okay.
My herb garden is ridiculous. And I make some herb coconut oil because I really don't use butter. I don't understand how us humans think the milk of other animals is meant for us, and they wonder why 75% of the population is lactose intolerant. You don't see a fucking giraffe drinking lion's
There
milk.
is a reason we are all lactose intolerant.
You don't see a dog drinking cat milk.
Sometimes
So
it happened. It's not unheard of.
because they saw us doing it. They were like, it's not human, right? But I make a coconut herb butter. I like whip some coconut oil and put some coconut milk in it, like the thick part of the coconut milk
The cream.
with the cream, the coconut cream part, and I whip it up like butter. Then I put all of my herbs in there. Put that on some seafood, some rice, some pepper. Oh my God. It's so good. And it's also popsicle season is coming. I make my own popsicles.
I'm sorry, what?
I make my own popsicles in the summertime.
Please go on. Elaborate.
So they're delicious. I don't use any sugars, any liquids, anything. I straight up, this is what I do. Well, sometimes I'll use honey, but like I'll use like lavender water, rosemary water, and I'll literally like blend up some strawberries. I'll put some essential oils in there depending on the flavor. Blend up, make a tea mixture, blend it up, and then I freeze it in my little popsicle molds. It's like frozen fruit bar yummies.
Oh. You make
And
like a large batch at once?
yeah, I make like 12 of them hoes at one time, maybe.
Okay. Wow.
And I fuck them up.
That
You'll
sounds
see them.
delicious.
Sometimes I get fancy and I'll make a decoration of them, like put all the blueberries in a line or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's so easy. I literally I started last summer, and I saw this fucking one of them tasty videos, and I was like, oh, bitch, I can do that. Went on Amazon, got these fucking molds for like $1 because they always be getting the deals. And I made these popsicles, and they were fucking disgusting. My first batch of popsicles was disgusting. The ice was like chunky, hard, nasty. I added like sugars because I was like, oh, so it can be sweet. Like, it was horrible. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with my intuition. So I blended up the fruit, left some chunks in there, big chunks, and then I was like, this is just gonna be like frozen strawberries. So then, I do like my tinctures. I do like my rosemary, my ginger. I have like a whole bunch of varieties. Y'all catch me on the flip side. And I was like, let me put some of my tinctures in there and like let me see how this goes. And then I was like, something else is missing. I was like, I'm gonna drizzle a little honey. Like I was just like literally like chefing it up with my intuition, high priestess energy, you know. And I took them jokers out, bitch, bitch. Ever since then, like I've been fucking them up.
That sounds and you can make them for so long here in Texas.
Oh hell
Popsicle
yeah.
season is like 9 months out of the year.
Oh hell yeah. Like I literally stopped making them like right before Thanksgiving. Like I
Yeah.
think that was like my last batch that I
You
made.
take like 3 months off, 4 months off, and then boom.
And yeah, because like after that, it's just like, should we really be eating popsicles and listening to Christmas music even though it's 90 degrees outside?
It don't feel
No,
right. That
I just don't feel right.
it don't feel right.
But yeah,
I mean, I've
I'm
done
super
like
excited.
with my niece and nephew, like yogurt, like frozen yogurt. You know, we'll put some yogurt and some
Yeah.
like berries and different fruits, and we've done that. Different juices, we've done that, but I've never like created my own kind of a
Girl, it's fun. And I put like certain herbs with certain things. Like I did like a whole self-care popsicle because there was it was the blue moon that happened. Because you
Mhm.
know, literally like the blue moon happens like once every like 2, 3, 4 years, right? So I made some
I thought they were more
popsicles.
frequent than that.
No,
Sorry.
it's like every like 2 years or something like that.
Mm.
Like once in a blue moon, it's like every 2 years or 3 years.
Okay.
Um, and so I think it was the blue moon. And so I put like rose in there. I put lavender. I
Delicious.
put some lemon, and it was like a whole self-care popsicle that like I ate while I was out under the moon chilling. So like you can do a lot. I want to put edible flowers in mine.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like a really good craft Thursday kind of a deal.
Yes. What are your man fucking Gregory Abbott can eat a bag of dicks. Tell him I said it. Um, yeah, okay. After this, like we might have to catch it. We gotta blast off after this, potentially. Gregory Abbott can eat a bag of dicks. Let me tell you why.
Tell us.
Just why is our state reopening? We are opening
Why?
100% with no masks.
Why indeed? I saw something that someone had posted in one of our WhatsApp chats, and it was like California is just starting to open up. And I was like, what do you mean they're just starting to, like, we're at 100% capacity, no masks, and y'all are just barely like I just don't
Like
understand Texas. I just don't get it.
we never closed, and people were like, "What?" Like
We
when
we
people
we're closed
hear
for a
that
little bit. Like
we closed for like 2 weeks,
2 months.
like at the beginning, it was like
Yeah.
very like, but then like after that, it was like everything was back to normal. So like all of this shit ain't new to us, except for the mask mandate and 100%. So we're literally like,
So people have been in lockdown, like lockdown this entire time.
yeah, and literally Texas has not. Like people have been going to work this whole pandemic in Texas. And it scares me that this many people in the United States were not aware of it. And they're like, I literally did not know. Like I thought you guys had the same kind of restrictions and stuff.
Oh,
Like why aren't because like everybody was like, why aren't more of you Texans like freaking out? And I'm like, because we never fucking closed.
not really. Not to that extent, not to that capacity. I mean, I didn't really go anywhere. I haven't gone
Oh
anywhere. I've
yeah.
done like
Yeah,
nothing.
no, fuck that. I
I've
didn't
stayed
leave the
home. I've
house.
locked
I've stayed
myself
home.
down.
Yeah, like this is a group
There's a
project that I
fucking
will
global
probably
panorama going on. People are dying
and
left and right. You think I'm gonna go
literally
bring it home to my mom, who is high risk? Heck no, heck
not
no.
just that, but like you never fucking know. Like you don't know how it's anyway, we're not even gonna get into that part. But
Mm.
fuck Gregory Abbott, he can eat a bag of dicks.
He can eat 12
But
bags of dicks.
like I literally did not realize that everybody else was like on way stricter shit until everybody was like, why aren't you guys freaking out? And I'm just like, bitch, like this is like it's like the icing on the cake for us. But what fucking threw me, okay, so here's the thing. Before
Tell us.
Twitter went off, because you know Twitter always goes the fuck off. I didn't know that Gregory Abbott was in a wheelchair.
I didn't know either.
Until literally just like when this
A
all
few weeks ago
happened.
or something, right?
Yeah, when everybody was like, until Gregory Abbott can stand up for all of the Texans that he killed, like, I'm not taking off my mask. And I'm like, okay. And then like they were like, all right, I'm just gonna walk away from this. And I was like, what is going on
Why
here?
are they
Like,
making these jokes?
like, why are these jokes? Like, why is the shade room even like going with like what is so funny about this? And then they were like, your guy's in a wheelchair. And I'm like, for real? And then my aunt was like, yeah, you never noticed how like everybody behind him is so tall and like he's literally just like there. And I was like, I'm always just looking at him and how much of a dingleberry he is. So like I never really noticed.
Yeah.
And then like I went and looked at pictures and I was like, this man is in a wheelchair.
It's
These memes make
very
sense
obvious,
and they
but we
are
missed it.
it's very obvious, but we missed it. Did not know this. And I was like, this is very interesting. And I was like, I wonder who else is in a wheelchair that I don't know. Like, you know, no offense to anybody, but I'm just like, I was completely unaware that the fucking governor of my state was wheelchair bound and has been wheelchair bound for years.
You know,
and I'm just like, you fucking like dingleberry. Like, why would like this literally does not make a sense.
It does not make a sense.
It does not make a sense. And he's like, yeah, like you can wear your mask, but you don't have to, but you know, follow the rules, but don't. We advise you to, you know, do what you want, but you know, wear a mask if you want, but don't. And I'm just like, what are you saying? I'm getting so many mixed signals here. What?
It's back.
Oh, got a blast. I'm about my business. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Until next time, bye.
Bye.